Welcome to this week's edition of Gardner's World. And this week we're going to do something a little bit different yet again, because we're helping out yet more friends. Because this week it's not just a regular Gardner's World. This week we combine this show, and this now is Steve Dog does, Gardner's World does the repair shop. Let's go over to the repair shop right now. So welcome to the repair shop. Jay, he asked if the Gardner's World team could help out this week, and of course we can. We'd like to help out our friends, and that repair shop team are certainly our friends. So here we are at our repair shop, which is in, we're in Lyme Regis today. And as you can see, we've carried out some repairs on the repair shop recently. So we certainly know what we're doing. Right, okay, well, first of all, before we go to the repair shop, let's just have a look what else is in store today. So, first of all, we've got over there, we're going to have Monty Dog is going to be back with some great gardening tips. And of course, also over there, you'll be able to see our good friend Titch Marshmallow. He's always got something to say about the garden. Some great technical tips there for you this week in gardening. And of course, yeah, that's Dave the Shrub, isn't it? Dave the Shrub's going to tell us a few bits and pieces as well. And also, Alan Gardner this week, he might, can't guarantee this, he might even give us a weather forecast, because Alan Gardner, who actually was a contestant, if you like, on the show last week, is actually a weather man. So anyway, let's get across to the repair shop and see what Wees is doing this week. Welcome to the repair shop, where our team of the finest craftsmen repair the things that we just can't replace. They do more than replace items, they replace and rebuild memories. We're not just restoring items, we are restoring memories. Each week the public bring in their items to ask experts to be repaired. What will we find this week? The precision of this team is remarkable. They have so many skills to repair the things that can't be replaced. So sit back and relax and enjoy. This episode of Gardner's World brings you the repair shop. And I've got a screwdriver. Our first visitor today to the repair shop is Alan Gardner from Mithertidville. So here is the first visitor to this week's repair shop, and this is a guy that a lot of you are familiar with. This is Alan Gardner, and he's brought something along today which is very, very special to him. And he's got a little story to tell about it as well. So let's ask Alan. Oh, here he comes now. Alan, can you tell us a little bit more about the item you're bringing and what it means to you? Thank you. Thanks, Steve Dog. It's great to see you again. I've got with me at the moment a pair of secateurs, actually, and they fall into a bad state of disrepair. They are something that mean a lot to me, and they go back a long way, and for sentimental reasons I do need to get them repaired, so that's why I've brought them here today. Right, let's get in that repair shop and see if they can help us out. Here we are in the repair shop, which we've had refurbished especially, and let's just see exactly what Alan has got for us. Thanks for that, Steve Dog. Of course, it's me, It's Monty Dog, and I am an expert when it comes to refurbishing and repairing things, particularly of the cutting variety. So let's have an exact look and see. Hey Alan, hand that thing over to me, and yeah, hand the item over to me, and let's see, let's have a look at it. Can you do that for me, Alan? Yeah, of course I can, Monty Dog. This is what I've brought with me today, and as you can see, it's a pair of secateurs, and they just won't open. Can't get them to open. They're rusting through that central area. They don't cut very well, and they've lost a bit of a handle. So it's really upsetting, because these were given to me by a gardener that I once met, who was into cutting things, and he said to me one day, he goes, "Can you take these off me, please, my friend, because I want you to be able to cut things as well." And I said, "Yes, I can, thank you." And then since then, I'll be honest, things have just got the better of me. I've had trouble with my garden, which needed a refurbishment, and while I've been worrying about that, I've just let these secateurs get into a bad state of disrepair. So here we go, Monty Dog, let me hand them over to you. Here you go, look, see if you can take them off me. Thanks for that, Alan. Thanks for handing me those secateurs. There. Wow. Now that I'm actually holding them in my hands, I can see the trouble that they're in. That there's got what I call rust on the secateurs, and there's a clip there. There's some rust around there, look, and there's a clip over here that also needs sorting out. So what we're going to do, look, and also there's a bit of a handle there that needs sorting out. So you leave that with us. You go away, Alan. Come back later, and we'll see if we manage to repair this. But I think we will have. Let me just adjust my hair a little bit, because for some reason my roots aren't done and I'm looking a bit grey underneath. So can I go back to you, please, Steve Dog, and maybe we'll have a little gardening diversion. Steve Dog. Thanks for that, Monty Dog. Yes, we have got a gardening diversion, but first let's have a look around the garden and see what's happening out there, and then we'll go across to one of our gardening experts and give you a few ideas for the week ahead. Thanks for that, Steve Dog. What wonderful views around the garden at this time of year. But what do we do this weekend, folks? Well, first of all, here in the herb garden, I just want to just tend my sage. So to tend sage, what you need to do is just go like that on the sage. So that is tending your sage. And if you're going to smell your fingers at any given time in a day, you can smell them after you've tended your sage, okay? We've got some oregano over here, which is referred to as the Americans as oregano. It's the same thing. It's the same herb. Let's just show you what it looks like on the camera. Here we go. So there we go. Well, oregano there. Here is our sage. You can do the same with oregano. You can go like this as well, which is something that's worth doing at this time of year. So just do this. I would suggest 2 to 3 times a day over the weekend will be sufficient, and you will see the increased growth of that herb. And also there's something quite novel you can do here. So that was the sage, and then this here is the thyme down here. This is thyme, okay? And what you can do with thyme, and this is something that's quite important to do this time of year, is you can do this. And it's just a gentle brushing, and what that will do is promote new growth into the new season. And here we've got 2 types of thyme. We've got one which is like a reddy gingery one down here, look, and it's it's much more red and a little bit more ginger than the other one. Whereas this green variety is a little bit more green and a little bit less ginger, okay? And you can see the little flowers just coming through there now, just at this time of year. So that is what I would call tending your herb garden. But if you wanted to be more technical, you would call it, I always refer to this as being herb healing. Yeah, herb healing, and that's what we're doing. And I find herb healing rather appealing. So just remember that, okay? So that's one thing I want you to do this weekend. Now back to Monty Dog to see how he's getting on with that. Repair shop makeover. Thanks for that, Titch. Right, we got to get on now with this makeover, because Alan will be back shortly, or later on at least. So what I'm going to do, I want to set up for you guys at home a top down and a regular view, so you can see precisely what I'm doing. These are the sorts of things that many shows don't do, but our show and the regular repair shop do this. Okay, so what we're going to have to do, I'm going to take you through the setup first. So anyone trying this at home who I say amateurish, you can learn from this and get it as professional as I get it right now. So this is the plan. We have a bench here. I'm going to position a camera there. That camera there, that's the camera phone on top of the bench looking down, and then I'm going to crawl underneath the bench, underneath there, and then we can have the top down view as well as the regular angle. Okay folks, so here we go. First of all, we're going to put the camera down here and it's positioned it in a way where it will then film through that gap there, okay? So next up, we need to put our tools in place here. So this is what we need to repair, and this is what we're going to use to repair them. And then I need to crawl under here and to line up exactly the working area which is there. And then I crawl underneath here with my wig on to show you. How it's done. And from here I can repair the secateurs. So what we need to do here is that is rusty. So what I need to do is just give it a bit of a scrape. So there we go, just get rid of some of that rust, right? Just give it a little tap, like that, to release any rustage. You can't get, he had this one, one of these was missing. Well, I've managed to find one here, which I think will fit. Let's have a look now. What you need to do with these is you need to put them on that way on. Don't try that way, it won't work. So put them on that way. So push that on like that. Next up, it won't open, so what you need to do is just loosen this clip here. A lot of people don't need it. There's a little clip there. And what we can do there, look, is we can just literally, by just holding these, just firmly gripping there, then releasing the clip, they'll then undo, and that activates the cutting action. Okay, let's flip it over now. This is batch checked, so we don't need to do any more batch checking. And there's a spring there that looks a bit rusty, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap, tap, tap there. That there washer looks to be in place. I haven't got my screwdriver to tighten that up, but I'm just going to tighten that up with that. There, let's see that? I'm actually tightening a screw with a pair of pliers. Now, ordinarily, you should use a screwdriver for this, but if you're skilled like I am, you can actually do it with these, and it saves me climbing back up from under here. And after a while, it gets rather painful and makes you don't catch your finger in this position. So, there. I'm going to tighten that up with a screwdriver as well, folks. And I think that's job done. So we're going to go back to Steve Dog because Alan will be here shortly. Well, look, here it is. He's just arrived. Perfect timing. It's our friend. It's Alan Gardner. Hi, Alan. Yes, I'm back, Steve Dog. Hi, Steve Dog. It's great to be back. I'm so excited. Of course, those secateurs mean so much to me. We go back such a long way and I want to get back to cutting things. Can we have a look now, please? That is great to hear, Alan. Thank you. Now, let's go and see. Let's get Monty Dog in here instead and he can show us what we've done. So I'll go out that way. Here comes Monty right now. Hi Alan, I'm back and here are the secateurs. As you can see, they're completely restored. Look at that. Aren't they amazing? Alan, let me hand them over to you. Are we really going to do this again? Yeah, let's do it. Let's hand them back to you, Alan. So here we go. Here we go, Alan. Ready? Here they come. I'm going to hand them right over to you. I'm going to hand them handle first. That's always good, isn't it? Let's hand them handle first. So it's... Oh, there's my hands there. I've now just taken them from you. Thank you, Steve Dog. Wow, look at that. You've got the pink handle on and everything, and you appear to have tightened up that screw in a mediocre way, but it looks great. I think this is a really good job you've done here, Steve. Monty Dog. Thank you, Monty. Been a total pleasure, Alan. Back to you, Steve Dog. Thank you very much, Monty Dog. That's an amazing repair shop. I keep thinking shed. I've got a shed, you see. It's a repair shop. Amazing repair shop. Now we want a few words from our old pal, Dave the Shrub.
Thanks, Steve Dog. Remember, folks, to do some herb healing this weekend. Back to you, Steve Dog.
Well said, Dave, and thank you very much for those words. Next week, because we've gone on a little bit this week, we're going to get Alan Gardner back again for some weather for the week. Instead, I'm going to show you a little symbol over there now, a little graphic to give you a quick heads up for the weather for the weekend ahead. But until then, just remember, guys, some of the things that we bring into the repair shop are more than just things. They've got sentimental attachments to us, memories of the things that have happened in the past, things that we can hand on to those in the future. So until next time, have a safe week, have a wonderful weekend in the garden, and we'll see you guys next time on Gardener's World.